even Indian treaties and government funding for the arts.
I don't think the First Amendment says that the government can't choose Shakespeare over David Mamet, for example, in deciding what programs it wants to support.
Indeed, a recent study shows that Ginsburg was among the most responsive nominees ever to appear before the Senate Judiciary Committee. And conversely, Neil Gorsuch, President Trump's first nominee, was the least responsive nominee in 50 years, as in this exchange over the Supreme Court's 1954 decision declaring segregation in public schools unconstitutional.
Do you agree with the result? Brown versus Board of Education Center was a correct application of the law of precedent?
That answer is a total waffle, says University of Georgia law professor Lori Ringhand, co-author of the study, because the Supreme Court can always overturn precedent. The Gorsuch strategy, Ringhand said, was to avoid having to decide which questions to respond to and which ones to refuse.
I think he was trying to avoid the complicated line-drawing problem by just saying, I'm virtually not going to answer anything.
And that is particularly galling and problematic for some senators, because as Ringhand observes,
what a nominee agrees to opine on and what he or she refuses to give an opinion on does tell us something about what they think is in place as a matter of constitutional law.
In short, it's a signal of what decisions the nominee might be willing to reverse or restrict. And the line-drawing problem may have been more acute for Gorsuch because the list of Supreme Court precedents he's willing to reconsider may have been larger than he wanted senators to know. For Ginsburg, given how much she'd written about abortion, it would have been very hard not to answer questions on that subject. And Ringhand observes there will be similar issues that Kavanaugh will likely have to address.
I suspect that Judge Kavanaugh, with his paper trail, will actually give us quite a few firm responses on non-controversial issues that he's written about.
And perhaps even some controversial ones, including his one opinion about abortion and his many legal opinions and other writings about, among other things, presidential power, national security, and potential presidential immunity from criminal investigation. Nina Totenberg, NPR News, Washington.
This is NPR News.
Support comes from Breckenridge Music. Experience jazz artists like Arturo Sandoval, bluegrass and folk groups.